Jewish denominations, also sometimes referred to as movements or branches, are the categories of religious affiliation among Jews. The denominations are mainly distinguished from one another based on their philosophical approaches to Jewish tradition and their interpretation of traditional Jewish law, or halacha. The three largest Jewish movements are Reform, Conservative, and Orthodox Judaism. Reform Judaism is the largest affiliation of American Jews. Some 35% of Jews identify as Reform. The movement emphasizes the primacy of the Jewish ethical tradition over the obligations of Jewish law. The movement has traditionally sought to adapt Jewish tradition to modern sensibilities and sees itself as politically progressive and social justice-oriented while emphasizing personal choice in matters of ritual observance. Conservative Judaism sees Jewish law as obligatory, though in practice there is an enormous range of observance among conservative Jews. The movement has historically represented a midpoint on the spectrum of observance between Orthodox and Reform, adopting certain innovations like driving to synagogue on Shabbat and gender egalitarian prayer, but maintaining the traditional line on other matters, like keeping kosher and intermarriage. While it continues to bar its rabbis from officiating at interfaith weddings, the movement has liberalized its approach to intermarriage somewhat in recent years. About 18% of American Jews identify as conservative. Orthodox Jews are defined by their adherence to a traditional understanding of Jewish law as interpreted by rabbinic authorities over the centuries. Hallmarks of Orthodox religious life include strict observance of Shabbat, no driving, working, turning electricity on or off, or handling money, and of kosher laws. Though numerically the smallest of the big three, some 10% of American Jews identify as Orthodox. Orthodox Jews have larger than average families, and their offspring are statistically more likely to remain observant Jews. Unlike the Reform and Conservative movements, which have a recognized leadership that sets policy for movement-affiliated institutions, Orthodox Judaism is a looser category that can be further subdivided as follows. Modern Orthodox. Also known as centrist orthodoxy, this movement was an effort to harmonize traditional observance of Jewish law with secular modernity. Its ideal is summed up in the motto of its flagship institution, New York's Yeshiva University, Torah Umadda, in Hebrew literally, Torah and secular knowledge. Ultra-Orthodox. Typically marked by their distinctive black hats for men and modest attire for women, ultra-Orthodox Jews are the most stringent in their commitment to Jewish law and tend to have the lowest levels of interaction with the wider non-Jewish society. One major exception is Hasidic Judaism's Chabad Lubavitch sect, which is known for its outreach to the wider Jewish community. Haredi Orthodox Jews, who are represented in the United States by Agudath, Israel of America, can be further subdivided into two principal groups, Hasidic and Yeshivish.